That's right. It's time to talk about semi-partial regression coefficients, the semi-partials, labeled part in SPSS, labeled part in SPSS. And I'm on page 104. So the parts. So what are those? Those are the semi-partial regression coefficients. So semi-partials can be used to indicate importance of variables just like the betas. And most of the time the betas and the semi-partials are going to agree with each other. Semi-partials are a unique amount of correlation or association between a predictor and the criterion with the effects of the other predictors taken out or removed already. So let me show you a quick little picture here. And we'll go here. This is just an example where I have an outcome variable y, and I have x1 and I have x2, and I just used Venn diagrams. The semi-partial for x1 is going to be the unique amount of association or correlation between x1 and y, that's shaded in blue. And then for x2, it's the area that's shaded in yellow. Okay, that's the semi-partial as well. This area here that isn't shaded at all, that's shared association that x1 and x2 have on y. And that isn't represented in the semi-partials. That's actually removed. So the argument is essentially that the most important predictors are going to be the ones that have the most kind of unique amount of association with the criterion, the most unique amount of association with the criterion. So that's why the semi-partials are used by some people, including myself, to indicate importance of variables. And most of the time, like I said, those will agree with the beta coefficient. So that's good. Now, when they disagree with each other, what do you do? And typically, I will end up reporting both, or I'll report, well, this one variable has the highest beta, but this other variable has the highest semi-partial. And I'll talk about that in terms of a standardized weight versus unique amount of correlation or association. So that is those are the semi-partials. Getting back to the SPSS output from page 104, you can see in this example that Years Since PhD has the highest semi-partial. It also has at 0.416, and it also has the highest beta, then followed by number of publications. And you can actually take these semi-partials, you can square them to get a unique amount of variance accounted for. So this ends up being about 0.17 or something like that if you square 0.416. So you can interpret them in terms of squaring them. I just report them as they are. I don't really get into percent variance accounted for in many instances when I do report them. All right, so that's a quickie on the semi-partials. For your homework, you should report the semi-partials and the tables, and you might probably want to write about those a little bit in terms of importance of variables and importance of variables along with the betas. And there is no significance test for these, nor is there a significance test with the beta. Keep in mind that the t-value associated right next to the betas, those actually have to deal with the unstandardized regression coefficients. All right, so what are the most important variables? Well, based on the betas, it's going to be this. And in addition, based on the semi-partial, it's also going to be this. And those are semi-partials. Again, take a look at the Tabashik and Vidal chapter, take a look at the kinesiology book, and Howell. All right, thanks.